to mute yourselves, please.
Ma'am, if the participant is not able to join, which link they have to join?
They have to go on to the YouTube link. They can link come up there.
Okay, okay.
Madam, we are live now.
Good morning to all you participants and the team from DQ Labs, and greetings from the Bangalore Sahodaya Schools Complex. Today, we host a very unique workshop, Teach with Doodles. Art in the classroom not only inspires creativity, but learning too, it is said. Well, not all of us can be artists, but doodling is something we certainly can aim to foster as a skill to bring alive concepts in the form of stories, thus capturing the attention of our students. Today, Bangalore Sahodaya partners with the DQ Labs. We have a few participants who are still. Dion, could you mute the participants? Thank you.
Madam, I'll mute everyone and then you could
Yes,
unmute
please.
yourself. Okay?
I'll do that. Yes, please do.
All right. Go ahead, madam.
Yes, thank you. So today, Bangalore Sahodaya partners with the DQ Labs Bangalore to bring Teach with Noodles. On behalf of the chairperson of Bangalore Sahodaya Schools Complex, I have pleasure in introducing to you Mr. Umesh and Mr. Shaun from the DQ Labs, who will be the facilitators of today's workshop. Mr. Umesh Kumar is a TEDx speaker and the founder director of DQ Labs Bangalore. With a degree in design from IIT Delhi, Mr. Umesh was part of the design teams at both Jaguar and Tata Elxsi, from where he went on to founding DQ Labs Private Limited, which facilitates fostering of design and innovation to numerous aspirants of all age groups and walks of life. His TEDx talk titled Rekindle Creativity in School Kids in 2019 brought him immense visibility, even as his skills in doodling, graphics, Inkscape, user experience, and computer-aided design did to all his mentees. Xamplay, an education-based software platform which he founded, went on to win the NASSCOM award in 2019. I welcome you to this workshop, Mr. Umesh. I also introduce with pleasure the co-facilitator, Mr. Sean Dizzer, one of the founding directors of DQ Labs. After having started his career at General Motors Advanced Design Studio at Bangalore as design program manager, he went on to pursue his passion in design education at DQ Labs, where he mentored and taught students in the area of creative education and innovative thinking. Mr. Shaun has conducted workshops and seminars for students and teachers in many schools across India, and was a trainer at the training program for district level art directors of government schools all across Karnataka. Welcome, Mr. Shaun, to this workshop. On behalf of Bangalore Sahodaya Schools Complex, I thank you both, Mr. Umesh and Mr. Shaun, and of course the backend technical person, Mr. Dion, for hosting this workshop once again. I request all participants to keep themselves on mute unless instructed by the facilitators through the workshop. I sign off here from Bangalore Sahodaya Schools Complex, and over to you, Mr. Umesh and Mr. Shaun.
Thank you so much, Shanti Menon, madam. It is a pleasure to have this workshop. I would like to thank Manila ma'am as well. Unfortunately, she was unable to attend here, but this workshop is going to be quite an interesting one. All the teachers are going to learn something new. And thank you for all the introductions, ma'am. So if I may, would like to lay the structure for this workshop, right?
Sure.
So we have got tremendous responses from all the teachers all across Bangalore. And to facilitate, to accommodate all the teachers to participate in this, we are also broadcasting this session live on YouTube. So the YouTube link is mentioned here. We have also sent emails to all the participants from where you can access the YouTube link. Okay. So as with any learning, right? So we are learning teaching with doodles as a concept. We as individuals would have probably doodled some point of time. But how do we actually harness the potential of doodling in the context of teaching is what we are going to learn today. And as with any learning a new skill, there's a lot of hand-holding that is required. So when you are attending the session, you find everything to be quite easy, simple, and etc. But when you're implementing it, you may find many difficulties. So this workshop is not just a 2-hour workshop, but we are trying to create an ecosystem to learn, share, and ask, right? So in this context, I would like to request all the participants to do these 2 needful things. Number 1, please join this Telegram group, right? So in this group, it's a broadcast, it's a channel, it's only one way. So all the links and the resources that we'll be discussing in this particular workshop will be posted online in the channel. That's number 1. Okay. Secondly, we have also created a LinkedIn group. We would request all the teachers to join this LinkedIn group where you can, even after the workshop, you can post your questions, you can post your outcomes of the students once you implement teach with Doodles concepts with them, right? And we are also planning to have some kind of a
Umesh, please unmute yourself. You're muted.
I'm sorry, I have been muted. Okay, so what I was saying is, all the teachers, I request you to kindly join the Telegram group. We will be sharing important resources in that link, all right, in the channel, all right? So now I would like to request Sean Dizzer to take over the session. All right, so one important thing is, this is a certificate workshop, which means that all the participants, either on Zoom or attending. I'm sorry. So I think when everybody is being muted, I am also getting muted. So I'm losing the voice in between. Right. For all the teachers attending this workshop over Zoom and YouTube, will get the opportunity to get the certificate. But to get the certificate, they need to complete 3 activities. As we go along with the workshop, we'll be posting these activities. Okay, the links will be posted in the Telegram channel. So please join the channel, right? And the tools required for you for this workshop is simple A4 sheets and a black pen or a blue pen. If you have sketch pens, that is fine, but a A4 sheet and a pen is what is required. Okay, so now let me request Sean Dizzer to take over the session. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Umesh, and good evening, everyone. It's really nice to see such good participation today. It's going to be a unique workshop today. It's going to be a fun workshop, possibly something very different. Umesh and me have a unique combination of being designers as well as we are teachers. So that's a very powerful combination when you bring design into the field of education. So that's what that's what this workshop is all about. And that's what we want to share with all of you today. Umesh, I will just share my screen. Just confirm that you're able to see my screen. Okay, Umesh? Audio?
Yes, Sean, we are able to see your screen.
Okay, fine. So I would like some participation from all of y'all in the chat box, right? So my first question to you is, what do you see on the screen? What does it look like to you? Just check. You can just type in there. A stick man, a happy person, a stick figure, a happy man, a toy. Yes, absolutely right. An anxious learner. So it is a simple little doodle out here, a happy face. Yes, yes. And all of y'all are able to understand what this figure is. So I'm trying to communicate something in my mind, and all of y'all are able to understand. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. What do you see here? Can you type in the chat box, please? Yes, a fish. It's such a simple drawing, and yet all of y'all are able to understand clearly what this is. Okay, so that's what I wanted you all to understand from these two simple drawings is we are conveying simple information through visuals. Okay, now we don't need to have complicated design skills. We don't need to have complicated drawing to convey a message. The same message that this conveys is conveyed by this message to show you that the same thing can be done in such a simplified fashion where everyone can make use of this skill. You do not need such complicated drawings. Now, how many of you as teachers have seen your students with the drawings all over their hands, their notebooks on the desk? Have you seen students doing that? Yes, everyone. So this is a very common sight that we see in classrooms, that students are drawing on their hands. And if you see their notebooks and textbooks, there's always sketches all over the place. To be honest with you, even my sketchbooks and my textbooks were full of all these kind of doodles and drawings. I have a question for the participants. Okay, you personally, as a participant, how many of y'all do this yourselves? How many of the participants, the teachers here, still do it? Yes, so many of us do it, right? And here's the fun part. We don't even realize that we're doing it, but subconsciously, when we're sitting in meetings, we're sitting something subconsciously, all our pages and papers and textbooks, yeah, it just flows. That is correct. It just flows, okay? So, in fact, all these images that you've seen are actual images from my students. I mean, I've seen my students doing this, and sometimes they say very neat, and I click pictures. So, this is a very powerful. Skill that people have. This is a very powerful skill that students have. And if you notice that when a class is going on, so many students enjoy doing these doodles. So there is so much of power in these doodles. So the purpose of this workshop, today's workshop, is can we harness this power? Can we, sometimes when we look at the students here, we think, oh, they're distracted, they're not listening. In fact, can we use this skill to help them learn and to help them understand? Okay, yes, to redirect that energy. That is correct, Divya, madam. Yes. So now, if we have to understand our brain, right? What makes us human? We have two parts to us. One is a logical side, and another a side that sparks, a thought process, thinking. It can be fuzzy logic, it can be illogical thinking. But as humans, it's both of these that when we work together, the logical side and the fuzzy logic side, when we work together, when we use both these parts of our brain, if we develop both these skills, we come out with far more powerful work, products, or just as a person, we become innovative. Now, a lot of people mistake and think that the creative side is only the right side. It's not true. The creative process is both thinking about innovative thought processes coupled with logical. And when you validate the two, you're coming out with a creative idea, with an innovative idea. Okay. So today's skill. So it's extremely important then for our students that we develop or we nurture or we train both the sides of the brain to make them very powerful, to help them to have very powerful skills. Okay. Now, have a look. I want to take this a little further. How powerful is visual communication? Okay. Look at this painting. This painting is a cave painting which is 34,000 years old. Now, can you imagine what 34,000 years old is? Okay. Now, what do you see here? Can you please type in the message? What do you see? A bull? Yes. A yak, bull. What is the color of the bull? A bison? Yeah. It's a red. Yeah. Is it muscular? Is it a dead animal? Is it muscular? Is it strong? It's got fur on its back. It's got fur underneath on its chest. So see the information that somebody has drawn 34,000 years ago in that cave. Today, we are able to understand what that person was trying to say. Okay. Now, imagine 34,000 years. That means from now till 180, right, is 2,000 years. So you have to go up and down in a car 17 times. That is from now to 180, up and down 17 times to reach this person who drew this painting on the cave. And through time and across languages, he might be speaking a different language, but you're still able to understand what this person is trying to say. Now, can you tell me what's written on the screen? Can anybody tell me what's written on the screen? Yeah, it is a script, but what is the word on the script? Can anybody tell me what's the word? No, it's difficult, right? It's a different language. In fact, it's Japanese. But can you tell me what's written? What do you see? What's information you see on the screen now? Run, go, way out. What is fire exit? Yeah. So in fact, this in Japanese means exit. And this is a visual version of the same. So therefore, see the power of visual communication. It goes, it can, people of different languages can understand when they look at something visually. It has no boundary of language, okay? And we must understand that study shows around 80% of communication is visual communication. So even if somebody doesn't tell you something, if they point at something, when you look at their facial expression, when you look at their hand gestures, you know what's on their mind. You kind of know what mood they're in. So 80% of approximately 80% is visual communication. So this is I'm just trying to give you a different insights in visual communication. Okay. So now for today's workshop, we are going to follow a certain methodology, which will have 5 steps. The first step is basic doodles. The second step is how to teach using these basic doodles. Third step is an environment that you set for your students. The fourth step is a storyboard. And the fifth step is to validate what your students are understanding. I mean, the effectiveness of your assignment, right? Now, I want you to understand clearly the difference between 2 and 4. So 2 is where you as a teacher, you're teaching. Information from you is going out. Whereas the storyboard is what you will make the students do. As in, you will make the students think, you will make the students learn in an active mode. Okay. So, because when communication is only one way, half the time, they're not listening. But when you ask them to do something, when you ask them, okay, now you come out with something, then they are thinking, and they're thinking about what this assignment is all about, what this lesson is all about. Okay. So, Dion and Umesh, somebody's a teacher saying that they cannot hear my voice. Can you just confirm if you can hear my voice? Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you. So now before we start this workshop, I'm going to go through each of these 5 steps, okay? And thank you. Yes, you can hear me. Thank you. Yes. I'm going to go through each of the 5 steps just to sample what these 5 steps are about. And after I have sampled all the 5 steps, I'm going to start the workshop, okay? So we'll go through one round of everything. The first one is basic doodles, okay? So basic doodles are simple doodles like this. It does not matter, make mistakes. If you look at that man, the man has a rectangular head. As long as you are able, and that's samosas out there, as long as you are able to just about convey your idea in a simple way, in as simple a way as possible, that's enough, okay? Simple and basic doodles, that's the first part to it. And also I will come to this part. These are all the different ways and you can portray your doodles, okay? You can portray it through words, you can show people, you can show emotions, you can show icons, arrows, you can add colors, and there are so many ways you can make your doodles better and better. But we will go through it step by step later on, after I have gone through this introduction of all the different, of the whole methodology out here. Second is to teach, okay? So right now, I'm just going to show you only an exercise that I had already given some students in a previous class. I will show you all how to teach later on after a little while. But these are some exercises I conducted for some students, and I want you to understand in step 4 what was the outcome. So if you see the outcome of a student before we start this workshop, you might understand the benefit of this workshop or the value of this workshop a little better. So the first assignment that I had given them was about components of food, okay? So a balanced diet, So what are the different elements in food that we eat every day, which consists of a balanced diet, the different components of food. So we've broken it down into carbohydrates and proteins and fat and vitamins and minerals, and examples are given for each, as well as what is their function. Like carbohydrates give you energy, proteins help build and repair your body, fats help in long-term storage of energy, vitamins help in immunity. Of course, they have a lot of functions, but I'm just taking the simple basic functions. And minerals help build immunity as well as help with all the functions and proper functioning of hormones and other systems in the body. Now, I'll also take another example of acids, bases, and salts. So if I see acids are sour to taste, they're soluble in water, they turn a blue litmus paper to red, and bases are bitter to taste. Few bases are soluble and they turn red litmus to blue. And salts like salt in chalk are soluble and insoluble, and they do not change color. Okay, now this was a long class, but I'm just showing you the gist of the class of what I had taught them, just to see the outcome. Okay, we will come back to the step later and we will try and understand how to teach this in detail. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. After you teach them, the most important thing is to create an environment, a creative environment. Now, this is an important part. Convert these doodles into characters. Well, let's say, for example, you're saying different components of food or different of acids, bases, and salts. Create characters, give these characters life, give these characters a personality, and make them interact with each other. And through that interaction, through a storyboard, and you explain what you have learned from this class, okay? So you're creating an environment where you're giving a little bit of freedom, a creative freedom for the students to think, to analyze, to process, to be creative, to enjoy themselves, but at the same time to understand what is being taught in class, okay? So let's have a look so this is a creative environment that you're setting the students, and you give them a time limit. So we come to the storyboard. Now let's see the outcomes of the storyboard. Okay, so I have a couple of outcomes here, which I will share with you from the same storyboard that we did. So let's start off with 5th grade and 6th grade. Okay, so can you see this? Components of food. So this was, I mean, many students had answered these questions, but I've just picked up some of the assignments. So this is the work where this is the 5th and 6th grade students, where this student has given a personality for fats and vitamins and minerals and proteins and carbohydrates and things like that. Okay, can they view the Dion? Can you view the assignment? 1 minute. Okay, screen is not visible. Hold on. I will share the screen. Hold on. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, Shaun, it's visible.
Yeah. So how do you? So I was amazed. See, 5th standard and 6th standard students, some of them, not all of them, how nicely they draw, and how that same drawing potential. Like say, for example, when a student is drawing, right, they're really thinking, they're really understanding. It's really going into deep learning. So even if the drawing need not be good, but still the student will be, as long as the student understands what they're doing. Now, then look at this. Look at another assignment here. Okay, food gives us energy. So if you see carbohydrates, okay, vitamins, minerals, proteins. Now, not only can you notice how much the student is understanding, you can also see what the student is not understanding. Like say, for example, carbohydrates, I give you instant energy to you, right? Fats, I give you more energy than carbohydrates, yes. But also the main point here was there is carbohydrates is short-term energy and fats is long-term energy. I mean, the student has pretty much understood, but you can also say, for example, give feedback, give validation to students to see the areas where they can improvise in their assignments. Now, one thing I've noticed, when you give assignments like these, when you give assignments like this, students are so eager to show their work, right? So literally students are saying, see my work, see my work, see my work. And it's okay. Like say, for example, even if some students want to submit it digitally, that is fine. I mean, at least in the workshop that we did. So this is another assignment. Okay, just to show you different assignments by different students. Balanced diet. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is an example for 5th standard, 5th and 6th grade students. Now let's have a look at 7th, 8th and 9th grade students. Now here I had given them acids and bases. Now look at this little storyboard that they have done. This one student has done. Okay, so it's very interesting. So basically it's a litmus paper that has gone and committed some crime. Okay, so everybody has seen the litmus paper as red, right? And so the litmus paper has basically changed its color by jumping into soap water. Okay, so the litmus paper basically disguised itself, right, by changing its color, and so the initially maybe he thought he would get away with it, but still the police caught him. So see how interestingly the way litmus paper changes color to hide a crime is captured here. Now, I really am not bothered about the quality of the drawing. It doesn't really matter because I'm getting all the information here and it's perfect. And I perfectly understand that this student is understanding this concept. Okay. And do you know these fifth standard and fifth to ninth standard students, the entire workshop was done in 1 hour. That's it, online. Meaning, it's not like done over a couple of days. In 1 hour, we introduced them to Doodles, we gave them a concept, and they came out with these solutions to show you how fast they can adapt to this kind of learning. Yes, so unfortunately, Sujita madam is asking if I can show some examples of math and computer subjects. I am going to show today. I have planned some English, grammar, as well as a biology topic. Maybe we are having more workshops in the future. Unfortunately, I may not be able to cover all the topics of all the an algebra concept. Yes, Geeta madam, let me try and see if I can pull up an algebra concept at the end. Let us see. Okay, so let us proceed and understand what another student did. Now, I really like this one assignment very much. Yes, Bhavna madam, I am going to, you said you're a Hindi teacher. I'm going to show you some ways we can teach English grammar. So the methodology that I will teach will apply to any language. You can even teach Hindi grammar through the same method. Okay. Now, coming back to this, I really like this assignment. So if you look at this, so there's a lemon, which is an acid, and a soap, that's a base, and a litmus paper, that is an indicator, okay? And they have a fight. For whatever reason, they have a fight. And what happens is salt appears out of nowhere, okay? So actually, when you mix acids and bases, they neutralize, and it turns into salt, right? This is amazing. I saw this, and I was like, this is a really, really good assignment. I mean, I was amazed by, so it's explaining neutralization, okay? Fine. So let's quickly have a look at the other assignments as well. So these are also a lot of other assignments that came. Like I said, some students also submitted digitally. I'm absolutely fine with that. Or even if they want to submit in any format, because maybe even say teachers or students, some of y'all, if you're more comfortable with having digital formats, that's fine with me, as long as basically you just try in any way to visually represent your idea. Now, if you look at this example here, this is also fine where a student puts this digital format. Nirupama madam, what tools are used for digital format? Very honestly, there are so many tools out there where you can, and there are so many apps for free. You can just go online and just practice a little bit, and you can figure out. There are so many apps out there, but maybe at a later date we will try and figure out some of the apps that will help you all, and we will message you all. We'll figure out some easy apps that you all can use. Oh, great! So now let's go ahead. So I was at. I showed you all Storyboard and what was the outcome. So now that you know the outcome, you will understand the importance of the teaching part of it. Okay, great. So, and the fifth one is to validate. Okay, so validate is, yes, while students are giving their assignments, we also want to understand and how much, what is the efficiency of what they are learning, how many have understood, and accordingly we can modify the process in 2 and 3. Okay, fine. So let's go ahead. Now we will start the workshop. Okay, so I'm going to go through the entire cycle again. First is basic doodles. So keep it simple, right? Simple exercises. It's absolutely fine to make mistakes. Don't worry. You can scratch, you can scribble. It doesn't really matter. Okay. And let us start off with assignment number 1. Okay. There's one more point to put there. Yes. Also, please draw freehand. No scale or something like that. No eraser. Doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Let it be. It's absolutely fine. Okay. So assignment number 1, right? If everybody can take simple geometric shapes and create doodles, okay? So you can take a circle, you can take a triangle, you can take a rectangle, you can take whatever you like, okay? And create simple doodles on a A4 page, okay? A4 page. And I will tell you where to upload this, okay? So I want everybody to try this assignment, and everybody will have to upload this assignment, okay? Whether you're good in drawing, whether you're not good in drawing, it does not matter, okay? So everybody, please start. I will give you all, shall I give you all 10 minutes for this? Yeah, so the time is 10:40. So 10 minutes, 10:50, can we upload? Now, in the meantime, yes, so I will just repeat assignment number 1. In fact, I'll draw along with you all, right? No, you can draw different things, okay? But use a basic, either a circle, rectangle, or triangle, okay? So where to submit? I hope all of you all have created an account on edge.dqlabs.in, right? edge.dqlabs.in. And once, okay, I'll tell you what, let the 10 minutes get over, and please draw in the meantime. And once you are done, I will show you all how to upload, okay?
Yeah, Sean, the link to upload is ready. They just have to click on that link, create their account, and upload.
Okay. So then after 10 minutes, we'll send the link. Yeah. So a link has been sent to you. Everybody, if you can please click on that link, which Umesh Kumar has just posted. It will take you directly to where you need to create an account on edge.dqlabs.in. Create the account and you will go directly here. Okay. Don't worry. Please start off with the assignment, and we will worry about how to upload. So meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw along with you all. Okay. So 10 minutes. Let's see your drawing. Let's see what you come up with. Just one A4 size page. So I'm also drawing with you all.
Sean, could you please repeat the topic to Doodle?
Oh, okay. The topic to Doodle is doodles with basic shapes. Okay, can you see, with the help of a triangle, I've drawn different things: a tree, an ice cream cone, a face, samosas, a house, a cat, hills, a fish, just with the same shape. Okay, so you can choose any shape, that is a circle, rectangle, or triangle. So let's say a circle, a rectangle, or a triangle, right? And come up with different shapes. Okay, please start. But only thing is, keep it as a simple, basic geometric shape. Okay, so I'm going to draw along with y'all, and you don't have to copy what I'm doing. You can just do your own thing. You can have your own ideas and just come up with anything you like.
For those who are keen on looking at the links, all the links have been uploaded in the description of this um, YouTube live session. So if you cannot see the description, please refresh your page and you'll see all the links there, the important links. And as we go along this workshop, we'll keep uploading more links here. We'll keep updating the links. So please refresh your page for now.
So if you notice the second line that I did, the triangle, rectangle line, can you see I've drawn a whale and I've drawn a cat, okay? So basically, a whale, there are no box kind of whales or no box kind of cats, but it doesn't really matter, okay? So I'm just trying to show you that, Dion, is there a problem with my audio? Because some teachers are saying that they cannot listen.
Um,
Dion?
the audio is fine. If anyone is having issues, please check your system, because we have a lot of people here, but the audio is fine for most of them. So in case you have a system issue, try reconnecting your audio or troubleshooting locally at your house.
So I have no idea. I'm just drawing. Just feel free. You can just go on and on. Basically, free your hand, free your mind. It does not have to have a connection, but just basically enjoy yourself. Yes, that's the most important part. Is just enjoy yourself and um, enjoy the you know um, the doodling assignment.
And also, so just so you'll know, those who are on YouTube and those who are not on YouTube, please like the DQ Labs channel and subscribe to our channel, um, so that you get more updates. And I was just going through the Bangalore Sahodaya YouTube channel as well. There's fantastic webinars done there before. So please, if you've not subscribed to the Bangalore Sahodaya channel yet, please do so. It's brilliant.
So 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining for you all to upload. We started at 10:40, so another 2 minutes remaining.
for those who have not uploaded their assignment or trying to upload, having trouble with uploading, there's a link that's sent to you to upload the assignment. Just click on that link and you can upload. Some of you may want to know how to upload, so just click a photograph of what you've done, all right, and share it to your email, and then from your email you can download it onto your computer or laptop and then upload from there. So that's one possible suggestion.
Yes. So, how many of you all have uploaded so far? Has anybody been able to upload? Let's check if anybody has uploaded so far. Umesh? Yes. Fantastic. Yes. A lot of good sketches have come in. Superb. A minute ago.
You can.
Yes.
Sean, can you? Oh, you're sharing your screen. Okay.
Yeah. Monica, madam. Very nice. Really good. I like the cat, the ice cream, the samosas, the cup. Yes. Very good. So you're getting the hang of it. And this is perfect. This is exactly on lines of what I'm thinking you can do. Oh, lovely. Rashmi, madam. Lovely. Okay. So, Rashmi, madam, if you can stick to some, fantastic. Very good. Very nice. Lovely. Beautiful. Very good. Nice variation. I like the elephant. I like that howls. The interesting. Very good. Very good. So let's see who else have uploaded. Yeah, a lot of good uploads come in. This is also really nice. Sapna, madam. A lot of I like the circles and the I like the snail. The snail is really nice. The snail, the turtle. I like the cat. The view. Yes, of course. So if you all can, you'll have these basic skills. There's so much you all can do with this. While teaching. So let's explore that next. I like the earring there. Very nice. Let's explore how you all can use these skills to develop this further. Yes, very good. I like this train. This train is nice. I like the train because it's connecting. It's connecting different bogies. It's connecting. It's not just sticking to one rectangular space, but it's connecting. Yes, this is also really nice. Monica, madam. Yeah, I like the circle, sun, flower, ball. Beautiful, beautiful. Really nice. Nice variation. Wristwatch. Yes, very good, very good. Excellent. I like the Batman here. Very interesting. And the ant. I like this ant. So I like the spider. The spider is really interesting. Very, very nice variation. And that star. Yes, very good. So shall we just wait another minute for a few more? So that's really nice to see. So many assignments coming up. Very nice to see. Yes, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely sketches. Good. Very nice sketches. I like the earth. Beautiful. Pizza slice. Snowman. Very nice. Even this is lovely. I like that. I like the curls on that girl's hair. Very nice. Okay, great, great, amazing, amazing, really good. Fantastic. So we have a lot to cover in this workshop. So let's go ahead. Those who have not uploaded, I'm sure a lot of you will upload, and I can see later. But we will go ahead because we have to cover more things in the workshop. We just have about 2 hours. Let's go to the second part of the workshop. So very good. Successfully, so many of you all have been able to upload. That's amazing. Okay, now we are going to learn, we're going to experiment with English grammar. Okay, teaching English grammar. So step 2, how to teach using Doodles. Okay, so English grammar. How many English teachers are here, or language teachers rather? Language teachers, can you say yes? Whichever language you all teach, English, Hindi, Kannada, whichever language. So, Hindi teacher, yes. Even though I'm showing you how to do in today's workshop, please note we will have multiple workshops in the future. Today's workshop, I'm picking up parts of speech, English language, but the same concept. This concept you can convert it to Sandhis or whatever grammar format or anything you would want to teach. Okay, so the most important thing is understand the methodology, and we will try to understand it further. Okay, so now let us start parts of speech. Okay, so what are the different parts of speech? Nouns, pronouns, adjective, verbs, adverbs, preposition, conjunction, determiner, and interjection. Okay. To be honest with you, this was a topic that I was kind of struggling in school, and I never really remembered. And I thought this is an interesting topic. Let's try and understand how we can remember this better. Okay, so what I've done is I've clubbed noun, pronouns, and adjectives together, verbs and adverbs together, and the rest on the third slide. I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'll just pick up a few of them for you to understand how we can use this. Okay, so let's start with noun. So noun is a thing or a person, a pen, dog, a town, Bangalore, teacher, Ravi, right? So for example, this is my dog. Okay, he lives in my house, and we live in Bangalore. Okay, yes, of course there are pronouns and all that, but let's stick to nouns as of to start off with. So let's go back to the doodle board, go back to your paper, and let's see how we can represent nouns as in doodles. So you can say this is a boy. Okay, so boy is a noun. Or you can say this is a present. Okay, or this is a house. Okay, so all these are nouns. Okay, but to take it one step further, let's say these are boys. Okay, so this is a boy, this is a boy, and this is a boy. Okay, all are boys. Now there is something known as a common noun and a proper noun. Okay, now let us say, for example, if I name this boy Ravi. Okay, and say this boy is a Shaun. And this boy is Dheeraj. Okay, so now when you individually name this person, when you're calling Ravi, you're calling this one person. So that's a proper noun. So a boy is a common noun, and Ravi becomes a proper noun. Okay, just to make you understand. Now let's take it one step further. Okay, before we go to pronoun, I'll just go to adjective. Okay, so in an adjective describes a noun a little better. So say, for example, there are now, once again, there are three boys. So there's one boy who's a big boy, or another boy is a smaller boy, and say three boys like this. Okay, so he is a big boy. He is a tall boy. So you say tall boy or big boy, right? Or if you say there are three fish, 1, 2, 3, right? Now, let us say I color a fish, right? Okay, so let's say this becomes a red fish. So I say this is a red fish. It's not just a fish, It's a red fish. Okay. So I'm describing the noun. I'm giving more detail, more describing the noun better. Okay. So this becomes an adjective. Tall boy, red fish, or a blue fish, or anything like that. Okay. And a pronoun. What is a pronoun? Pronoun replaces a noun. So Divya went to the bakery. She bought a loaf of bread. So you don't say Divya went to the bakery. Divya brought a loaf of bread. Okay, you say, you shorten it out and say she went to bought a loaf of bread. So, or if you go back here, you will say Ravi went to the shop. Okay, and he bought something. Ravi bought something. You're replacing Ravi with he, or he, or we, or she. Okay, I. You're pointing at something. So that is a pronoun. Now, let's go to verbs and adverbs. Okay. So Ravi ran home. Ravi ran is a verb. So verb describes an action or a state. Whereas say Ravi ran fast. So he ran fast. So let's have a look at this. Let's try and understand this. So let's say Ravi ran, right? Basically Ravi ran. So Ravi run, okay, is your verb. It describes an action. But if you say Ravi ran fast, right? He ran fast. So you are adding to that verb, you're describing that verb even more, okay? So quickly, silently, he sings well, okay? She runs fast, okay? So when you describe it even more, the verb more, it's called an adverb, okay? So please understand, I'm teaching I'm taking topics across various subjects. Some of you might be English language experts. More importantly, it's the, no, you don't need to do this, just listen and you can understand what I'm trying to do basically, okay? So now, in this, so preposition, conjunction, determiner, and interjection, okay? So she, preposition, connects a noun to another word. She sat on the stool. The ant is under the chair, okay? So you have a stool here, right? So there is somebody who sat on the stool, okay? So she sat on the stool. You're connecting this noun, the noun here, and with another word. Yeah, okay. So the connection. So the connections are on, after, at, okay, and so on. Now conjunction, I will stop with conjunction. The conjunction is very easy. In fact, I'll take some of the doodles that some of you all have made. And conjunction is you're adding sentences and words and making them longer sentences. And, but, because. So I like big dogs and I like small dogs because they make me happy. So technically it can be 3 different sentences. I like big dogs, I like small dogs, dogs make me happy. But conjunction joins these sentences, right? And it sentences or phrases. So I like big dogs, and I also like small dogs because they make me happy. So let's see how we can kind of draw this conjunction, okay? So I like to look at this conjunction like a train. So some of you all have done that train there. So this is a train, right? So it says, I like dogs, right? I also, so like let's say there's a coupling. So this is, we're adding a bogey, right? I like big dogs. I also like small dogs because they make me happy. So you're just adding, see, plus, plus, plus. So this addition here, this fixing that you're doing, when you're joining sentences, so say maybe sentence 1 or phrase 1, phrase 2, phrase 3, and so on. I mean, depending on how complex you want to make your sentence, is an example for conjunction. Okay, so just to show you the same thing, basically, like say for example, if you teach like this, so conjunction is taught this way, maybe it can help students to understand better, or it can help can help retain better in your memory. Okay, just to show you an example. However, I'm going to the next. Is everybody following me so far? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Fine. Great. So let's go to the next. Let's go to the next topic, which is a biology topic. Okay. So this topic, I want you all to participate. I want you all to draw. Okay. Now, when you all draw and you all draw a storyboard, it becomes far more interesting. Okay. So now I'm going to give you some basic information on this assignment. And after that, I want you all to create a little characters for this assignment and come up with a story. Okay. So this is basically components of blood. So you have white. Okay, let's have a look here. You have red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, and plasma. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Red blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen to the body and carry carbon dioxide to the lungs. Platelets form, basically, if you get hurt, what happens is platelets clot the wound, right? And white blood cells trigger an immune response, recognizing and neutralizing invaders like bacteria. Okay. Now, plasma is 90% water. Basically, plasma is where everything travels in. Okay, it's the liquid part of the blood. So it's got 90% water. It carries all the proteins and the nutrients and the waste products and the ions and through up and down in the body. Okay, and it is the carrier for blood cells, for lipids and hormones and everything. Okay, so now let's go back. Let's go back and understand this. Oh, Dion, my screen is not. Is my screen visible? Dion Umesh?
Yes, Sean, your screen. Yes, Sean, your screen is
visible. So I like to. Can you see this image here? Y'all can also add images to your presentation and things like that. I like to think of like the slide where the water going down is plasma going to the veins, and this plasma carries all these different blood cells and platelets and all that. So let's just go back and do a recap of this assignment. So it is this is components of blood: white blood cells, platelets, red blood cells, and plasma. Plasma is almost 55% of your component of blood, whereas white blood cells, platelets, and red blood cells are 45% of the your blood, out of which the red blood cells makes a maximum component of that 45%, and the platelets and white blood cells may be roughly close to 2%. Okay, out of that 45%. So this is slide number 1. These again are your basic components. The red blood cells carry oxygen to the body and carry carbon dioxide to the lungs. Carbon dioxide from the lungs. Platelets form if there's a wound, they convert fibrinogen to fibrin and clot the blood. Okay, and white blood cells create an immune response and recognizing neutral invaders like bacteria and other infectious virus. Right? Yes. Now let's try and understand how we can convert this into a storyboard. And I would like all of you all to try this out. Okay. Okay. Fine. So let's say, first of all, give them characters. Okay. So let's say your white blood cell must be some little possibly a strong character. Okay. So maybe something like this. You can give any character, okay? So little muscular arms, right? So that's your white blood cell. Maybe he has a cell phone. Why he has a cell phone? Because if there's anybody coming in, he has to inform all the other white blood cells that, like, hey, come on, there's some invasion by some virus and some bacteria. Maybe he carries a gun. Let's put the gun in a different color. Okay, so he carries a gun to fight the bacteria. Okay, so let's give him a different gun. Let's do this gun. Okay, a nice, little more fancy looking gun. Oh, so he is a white blood cell, WBC. Okay, then maybe your red blood cell. Okay, red blood cell basically is like we'll make him like a sort of somebody on 4 legs. Okay, why? Because he carries stuff, right? So maybe I'll make this your red blood cell because he carries stuff on his back. He carries oxygen. He carries CO2 on his back. Okay, so maybe that's your red blood cell. So RBC, basically he's carrying stuff. Next is your platelets. So what I'm going to do with your platelets is I'm going to make it like as if he can join things, right? Because he joins, like one platelet can join with another platelet and kind of create like a bond. Okay, and the last person is like plasma. So plasma, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make him slightly bigger, and I'm going to make him like a water body. Okay, so he's like liquidy, and people flow in this plasma. So basically, plasma can change his form to anything he wants. So he has that skill, and the plasma carries all these guys on him, right? So because the plasma basically takes things all over the body. So we are defining the characters here, okay? So we are, let us go back in our, so we are at stage 2 is we have understood the basics, some basic fundamentals about this lesson. Stage 3 is you're creating the environment that I've created the characters, and you leave it into a creative mode. So now I'm giving you the creative mode, basically what you all can give your students, right? So now come up with an interesting storyboard in which something happens and all of them come together, and and you have to explain the lesson. Basically, you have to explain what these people do. So what I'm going to do is, like say, for example, you can even make it creative. Like, for example, I will say, this is my test tube, and these are the different veins in the body. What am I doing with these veins? Basically, I am, like a story, like a comic storybook. I am creating different parts to the story, right? Like different sections to the story. So I will say maybe over here there are some. Oh yeah, you can also define your invaders, right? Okay, so maybe you have another set of sort of living things which are basically invaders, also coming with a gun or a spear. So this is the character. These are some sort of invaders, some sort of virus, okay, coming in. So what you've got to do is create a storyboard in which maybe these, so they go from one to another. Like say, maybe the story can go in a certain direction. It can go this way, whichever way you want to tell your story, in which, let's say, some invaders are coming in like that. These are your invaders, and the white blood cells immediately make that phone call. You remember I said they have a cell phone, so they make a phone call, and all the other white blood cells receive a phone call. or they're a little angry now and they receive a phone call, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm not going to draw everything. I just showed you as an example. You don't have to do anything of what I have done. You can just do something absolutely your own creative story. And in the end, there are some students who have answered the story. So let's also have a look at what they have answered. Are you all ready? Everyone, are you ready?
Sean, I have one suggestion. Could you please show everyone how they can rate, their sketches, so that once they rate their sketches and submit, they can see other people's work as well.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
So what you can do is, if you've done a sketch, please look at your sketch. You can rate your sketches, like say, for example, the wow factor, the relevance to the question, the uniqueness, innovative solution, clarity of presentation, illustration quality. So composition, typeface, humor, neatness, and written explanation. So you can clap here, and you can also comment. You can say, I really like this idea. So you can say neat idea, or I like this idea. So that way you can comment and share, and you can submit your scores. Okay. So you can view your score. You can you can rate yourself. You can rate others, and you can go down and see all their work. Okay. So this is really nice, very neat. So wow factor, relevance to the question, uniqueness, innovative solution, clarity of presentation, yes, very clear, illustration quality good, composition, typeface, humor, neatness, very neat, written explanation. Let's assume that you have got a written explanation there or anything like that. You can clap, you can submit your scores. Okay. So everybody, you all can check. Please check. Please rate other people's work, other teachers' work. Yeah. So this is the whole point. Okay. There's another thing here. So you must understand that when you, especially this kind of subjective learning, when you share and when you see other teachers' ideas, other students' ideas, you get a lot more interesting idea, because it's not just about the way you have solved it, it's the way others have solved it, others have solved the same question. You get so many ideas. So see, this one was used for the conjunction for the English grammar. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so everybody please start off with the red blood cells. So what I'm going to do is, for that, I'm going to give you 20 minutes. Yes, only 20 minutes, because we have to discuss those who are uploaded. So 20 minutes sharp. So 11 by 11:38, you have to upload your work. Okay, after that we will discuss their work. Yes, some have raised their hands. No. It should. Somebody has asked, should it be of red blood cells only? No, it has to. It has to explain all the components of blood. As in, it has to explain white blood cells, red blood cells, plasma, platelets, and what is their function. Okay. It has to upload that. Dion, are you able to hear me? Somebody saying that they cannot. Dion, Umesh? Yeah.
Yes, Sean, we are able to hear you.
Yes. So, yeah, please. Oh, no. Roshni, madam, okay. This is for everyone. So the whole purpose here, it doesn't matter whether you're good at science or bad at science. It's just it's a general, it's like I'm telling you a story, okay? Irrespective. Let's not think it's science. No other concept. No. Okay. Everybody has to participate. Even if you're a math or a language teacher, you still have to do this. Okay. So think of it as a story. Don't think of it as science. Okay. Yeah. No problem at all. Everybody has to this, answer this question. Okay, 20 minutes. 2 minutes are over. 18 minutes remaining. Come on, quickly. Come out with some nice solution. Let's see. Be as interesting, as innovative as possible, and let's see what you come up with. Okay, some have raised their hands. Uma Devi, madam, can you unmute and talk? Ask your question, please. Uma Devi. Okay. BG Bhavya, can you please unmute and ask your question? Those who have raised their hands, beyond Umesh, will they be able to unmute? Or do I have to unmute for them?
Yeah, Sean will have to unmute them. Yes.
Okay, let me unmute. Ask to unmute. I'm only getting the ask to unmute option.
Okay, so I can probably unmute them. Shall I unmute Uma Devi?
Yeah, please, yes. No, you should not write a short story, Uma Devi madam. You need to draw the story. Okay, you need to draw the story. You can add words in it, but it's majority drawing. Okay. You remember the assignments I showed you to give you a clue. I'm not going to show you the exact assignment. Like say, for example, this one, where they've created into characters and drew the assignment. So you need to draw the assignment. Okay. You need to draw the story. You need to draw the explanation. You need to draw the idea of or what was taught in that one class. Okay.
Right. For uploading, they can use the same link that they have used for the question number 1. On the same page, you can see a small tab next to question number 1 as question number 2.
Yes. So okay, those who have uploaded question number 1, you will be a little more familiar. So not it. So when you go back here, can you see question number 2?
Not that, Sean. Not that, Sean. Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
All right, so I hope you're able to see my screen. So when you click on the link that we have shared, this particular window would have opened under sketching, question number 1. That is what you have uploaded, right, for the first question, right? And click on question number 2 to upload the second question. Explain the basic components of blood. All right, the same link, but you have to go to question number 2. Okay. Right. Sean, you can take over.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna unmute Ragini. Yes, ma'am, I have unmuted you. Could you please accept and speak up?
Can you hear me, sir? Thank you
Yes,
for
madam.
unmuting, sir. Actually, I got on a school call, so I have not been able to do any of these activities and have not understood also. What can
right. So this session is being recorded live and broadcasted on YouTube. That link we will share you, madam.
Yes, sir.
So you can watch the video at your convenience, and you can do the assignments and you can upload them.
So how would I get the assignments? Will I be able to get it there?
The links are also posted on the YouTube description. All the links are posted there. Okay, so you can access those links and you can answer the assignments.
Okay, so and also can you just send it here in the chat box? I can.
Yes. So let me also show you.
Yeah.
Share my screen.
Yeah.
And show you the YouTube. So this is the YouTube link.
Right.
Okay, we'll share it. Okay. Now, if you scroll down, all the links that are required for this workshop are given here.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
All right. So you can follow that, watch the video, follow the instructions, and you can upload. All right. And all the teachers who would want to have the certificate, they would have to fill up this form. All right. It will basically collect the full name, your full name and your full school name, so that it can be printed on the, digitally, can be added into the certificate and delivered to you by email. Okay, and in the same form, we are also collecting some information about the workshop. Please kindly use this link and fill the form.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 minutes are over. 8 minutes. Oh, already some really nice. Already some assignments have come in. Fantastic. Yes. Yes, very good. I like Archana madam. She's even defined the roles they would play in a family. Very interesting. A race. I really like this. It's a race, assignment 2. I like this. Very nice visualization. Really good. Vichambri, madam. Really good.
Sean, could you share your screen, please?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was being shared. Can you see the screen, Umesh?
Yes.
This is really good visualization.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool. Very nice. I like the platelets coming out. Very good. This is really nice work. Okay. 11 minutes are over. So please, okay, this is also very nice. Here, come on, madam. WBC, WBC, you made cell phone only. That's fantastic. RBC, platelets, invaders. Yes, interesting. Okay, let's see if you can, show the functions. Show a little bit, the white blood cells are fighting. The platelets are kind of coming together. They're like patching up a wound. Plasma, 5% maximum platelets. Try and see if you can get that function there. because those are nice, interesting features also that you can throw in your ideas. Another 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes, and we'll have a look at work uploaded. A lot of submissions for this assignment. Okay. Another 4 minutes to go. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Nirupama madam. I'm glad you're liking it. Thank you. Thank you. I hope this is useful for you all because, this is there are some things that y'all can take out of this. Some things y'all can think on. Some things that, yeah, very. In fact, this is so much more. Yeah, it works for all age groups across all. Yes, Lakshmi Madam, maybe in the future workshops we will try and do a problem in different other subjects. Today, of course, we had only 2 hours, so I had to pick up 2 subjects and see how best we can do that. Yes, another 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I got a request from Bhattacharji Durba to see the chart once again. Okay, this is the chart here. You all can have a look at this chart. You can take a snapshot of the chart methodology, and you all can use it. In fact, will be available on YouTube even in the future. You can refer, you can see this video, and you can you will be able to you'll be able to watch the entire exercise that we did today. Okay, 1 more minute, please, everybody. Just upload whatever you have. It doesn't really matter. But even if it's half done, it doesn't matter. Please upload what you have. Question 2. Yes, thank you. Okay, so let us see.
Sean,
Yeah.
I would just like to add a few information here. Okay, so all the teachers who have registered through Zoom, right? So at the end of the session, we are gonna share all the links that we have mentioned. All that information will come to you as an email, right? So it will have the links to the assignments. It will have the link to the quiz. Okay, we'll give the quiz after a couple of probably a couple of minutes, and then we will also be sharing the link for the feedback form, upon which once you fill in, we will be able to share the digital certificate. All right, so we will share all this information with you. Okay, so please do not worry. And those who are not able to upload the sketch, okay, we are accessible on LinkedIn. Okay, so the LinkedIn group information has already been emailed to you as part of the Zoom information description. You can post all these questions on LinkedIn. Even after the session, we are there to support you, whatever questions that you have, and etc. All right? Okay.
Okay. Is Jivita Madam on the phone? Jivita Madam, can you say yes, please, in the chat box? Jivita Madam? Jivita Jaganathan? Are you there? Can you just type in yes in the chat box? Yes, yes. Okay. I really like your assignment. Everyone, please look at this. This is a fantastic. This is a fantastic way of explaining. See, the concept is explained very clearly. It's the lungs. So it says the RBC goes into the lungs. It's supplying oxygen and taking out carbon dioxide. Okay, perfect. So this is if you have an outcome like outcomes like these are fantastic, because this is like the little concepts that they will learn. ultimately what matters is deep learning, active learning. So yes, fantastic. I really like this. So why I like this is because it's one problem taken and explained very nicely through a sketch. So now you will never forget this. And let's say you are a student, when you're submitting it this way, it's much more interesting. You're listening to the concept. This is a very good submission. Of course, there must be a lot more. Oh, this is also looks very nice. Plasma, very, very nice, very well drawn. Roshni Fernandez. Roshni Fernandez, could you say yes, please? In the chat box. Roshni, madam. Yeah, fantastic. I really like I like the way you have put this one. Heals, plasma, protects, neatly, very neatly done. Okay, very good. So before we go ahead, everybody please stop and please focus on the screen. Okay, even if you've uploaded, it doesn't now. Don't worry. Focus on the screen, because I would like you to understand some feedback. Now I will show you some students' work who had done this in the past. Have a look at some of this work. Okay, for example, can you see this on my screen? Okay, this was done by a student previously. Can you see there the open wound? Okay, so RBC is splurting out, WBC is defending germs, but can you see the way the platelets are holding hands around the wound, trying to seal the wound? Very interesting way of explaining. This was by one student. Let me see another one. So like this, there are many nice submissions. See the way can you see the tug of war going on right at the bottom? Okay, who will lose? Is it the white blood cells? Is it the bacteria or the invaders? I'm going to shoot you. Some sort of a war going on, fight going on. So much of nice information. And look at the way the platelets are coming together and forming some sort of a matrix structure. Yes, this is done by students. Yes, and in just 1 hour, explanation and work done. I mean, there's a lot of submissions up there. In fact, you all can see that. Since you'll have, so you all can just keep on scrolling to the bottom. See, this is the best part about this software that we have. It's built for subjective learning, where you can share ideas. Oh, this is also very nice. Minu, madam, the way you've drawn the patch and things like that. Yes, very good. Also have a look at this. Now, very important. I want you all to have a look at this. There is another thing called another part of the methodology known as validate. Okay, so validate, that is number 5. Validate is to see whether students are getting this right or wrong. This is an important part of the methodology. Okay, now listen to this. It's important what I'm showing you. Now, this student has not understood the concept. Okay, so what the student is doing is there's a club heart. Okay, so some sort of a club, and so everybody's trying to enter that club. It's like a club or a disc or a place where everybody wants to be. So the platelets are trying to enter that. This is the wrong concept. So the student has not understood the purpose of the platelets. The purpose of the platelets is not to go to the club heart, but or to protect it like this is more like protecting it on an interior level. No, platelets will protect it on an exterior surface, like the skin surface, which is exposed to the which is exposed to outside the body. So not only can you see if a student has understood, you can also find out which students have not understood the concept. Validation. Now, this is also important for you all as teachers to identify, even those who, for us as teachers to identify and help correct those students who have not understood. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you all. Now, quickly, maybe math, since a few math teachers are there, have asked, I'll just quickly try and do one small simple math algebra problem. Some student or everybody, this is for everyone. So let's explain. Let's do two things. Okay. So let us say 2a plus 3a equals to 5a. Okay. Or let's say 2a plus 3b equals to, you cannot add it up, so it remains as 2a plus 3b. Okay. Or maybe we can take another way where we can say 2a plus 3b, say plus 3a becomes 5a plus 3b. Okay, so let's see how we can explain this formula, especially for the younger students. So when you say a and a is common here, right? So this is common, a and a is common, whereas a and b are not. Okay, so let us say, for example, you can say there are I like that spider. One teacher had done the spider. Who's the teacher who did the spider? Could you say yes in the chat box, please? I really like your spider. So I'll say, okay, let me put that in blue. Okay, so let's say 2 spiders. So that's 2 spiders plus 3 spiders, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what do you get? You get, when you add 2 spiders, 3 spiders, you get 5 spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And since they are spiders, you can combine them. Okay. So it becomes 5. Whereas, however, if you have 2 spiders, that's basically, so spider is A, 3 spiders is A, and total is 5A. Whereas if you have 2 spiders, then now let me just put them as circles, 2 spiders, right? And instead of a spider, let's say you have 3 worms. Okay, so 1 worm, 2 worms, and 3 worms. You cannot call it as 5 something. So it remains as 2 spiders plus 3 worms. Okay. Whereas if you have 2 spiders plus 3 worms and 3 spiders, you can add the spiders up. It becomes 5 spiders and 3 worms. Okay. Just to show you how you can apply this concept for algebra or basically anything under the sun. If you can create a logic to it, or if you can create a creative story to it, you can represent it visually, which will help students understand better. So I hope some math teachers asked me for a math problem or an algebra related problem. So teachers who are in teaching younger age groups like kindergarten, first, second, third, so easily you can use this concept to explain to students, right? So great. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I hope you all enjoyed this workshop. There are more workshops coming because this 2 hours is very small, but still we can give you a lot of information, and we would definitely like you all to participate in the workshops going forward. Yeah, Umesh, I'm done. Beyond, if you
all right, okay. So let me share my screen.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your participation. And I'm really happy with the way you all have shared your sketches. Amazing.
All right. Okay. So I have been watching all the comments that are coming up and regarding the support issues. Right. So as I had told you in the beginning of the session, it is not just a 2-hour workshop. We are trying to create an ecosystem where we can help you as you implement this particular concept in your regular classroom, right? And what you have got today is an overall process approach of how to teach with Doodles, okay? And what I suggest is we have created a LinkedIn group. Okay, the LinkedIn group is shown here. This information we are going to share with you by email so that you can click on the link and join the group. So what happens is, if you have any doubts or questions and etc., you can post it in the group, and me and Sean will answer all those questions. Okay, and in fact, we can also showcase some of the best outcomes of implementation of this teach with Doodles methodology in your classrooms. Let us say you have taken a particular topic, you have taught in the class, you have implemented this, and there are some nice outcomes that have come. You have got some learnings as well. You can share them in LinkedIn group. We will acknowledge them, and every month the best work output by a teacher through the students will get the highlighted. It will be highlighted, and it will be mentioned. It will be acknowledged. Okay. So to get the certificate, you have to finish 3 activities and plus fill the form, right? So activity 1, sketch upload, activity 2, sketch upload. You can do these activities even after the workshop is finished, even after 12 o'clock, right? So whenever you have done these 3 activities, the third activity is a quiz. It's a 5-question quiz. Please answer that. It will test your understanding of teach with methodology. Once you finish all of these 3, please fill in the form. I'm sorry, we are going to share that form also with you. Like, for example, this is the link. I have multiple times shared this link in the group in Zoom and also over YouTube. Okay, so please click on that and fill the form so that we'll get to know your details, and we will create a digital certificate and we'll share it in the email as a PDF. All right, that's number 1. And since a lot of teachers have the burning question of how they can integrate art into curriculum, and the NEP 2020 coming in, and focusing on what do you call hands-on projects for these various topics and etc. So Teach with Doodles can be a very simple, effective way of engaging students and gaining the retention. And we also have this platform, the platform in which you have uploaded your work, self-rated, peer-rated, right? So this platform can also be made available for you. All right. So let us say if you want to teach a particular topic and you want to have a particular question uploaded on this platform, please let us know. We'll upload it and you can make it available for your classroom for free, no problem. All right. So we can make that facility available for you. Okay. Right. So we are coming up with a series of workshops which deep dives into various aspects of this Teach with the Doodle. As you know, there are multiple steps, and each step will also require some level of hand holding for the teachers. We are willing to do that. All the communication, we will do it on the LinkedIn group. So I would highly recommend you to please join the LinkedIn group and let us all keep in touch.
There is a message from Anupama Madam who would like more on pre-primary work. Please follow us. We will have future workshops which are also age specific for smaller class students, and which might be helpful. So if there's anything, please let us know in the comments, in the feedback form, and when there are future workshops, we will inform you as to which workshops we can possibly participate in.
All right. Okay. So all right. So we are closing, getting closer to the end of the workshop. If any questions, Sean, please look at the chat window. I'll look at the YouTube comments. Okay, if there are any questions, we'll utilize the last 5 minutes to answer those.
Yeah, Gurjeet Kaur, madam, we just explained that. Yeah, make sure just put in your comments, if you in the comments what workshops you all would like, and accordingly we can structure such workshops for the future, and then accordingly you will be also informed. Yeah. Yes.
All right. So there seems to be some problem with the quiz. I'm not sure because we are able to access it, but we will look into the quiz and we'll ensure that it will be accessible for you. Please check the email that you receive after this workshop. You may get it by 12:30 or 1 o'clock. It will have all the information. Please click on those links and it should be able to work nicely. Okay. Okay, a lot of you have finished doing all the 5 questions. If you have got all the 5 correct, then you have understood the methodology very, very nicely. That's commendable, right? As Sean has mentioned, we will be doing more age-specific approach to this Teach with Doodles methodology, right? So please do join those workshops. Okay. Yes, we will send the link in the mail. Okay, so please do check that link.
Umesh, can you make Dion a co-host?
Oh, is Dion in the room? Okay.
Yeah, he's in the...
Let me just check. Yes. Dion, you're a co-host now. Very nice. All of you have attempted the quiz successfully, and I hope you have figured the 3 answering approach options, what they are, and you have used it as per the way you have approached the answer, right? So that's another interesting feature that we have on Xamplay, which we use for all our students, and we get very good insights in terms of the students understanding what they have learned, how they are approaching, if the student has answered the question and got correct through random choice and etc. So it's a very nice platform. We would definitely want you to explore that further.
For those of you who are, we'd like you to follow us on YouTube. All right, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to the DQ Labs YouTube channel, and also like this webinar if you enjoyed this. That would help us a lot. Just so everyone knows, this workshop was conducted by both Umesh and Shaun. Umesh is an architect and a designer from IIT Delhi, and Shaun is an engineer and a designer from IIT Delhi. They've both worked with companies like Jaguar Land Rover, Hyundai Motors, General Motors, before pursuing their passion for education. Umesh is a TEDx speaker as well, and they're both co-founders of DQ Labs and Xamplay. All right, so we're very, very happy that y'all could experience this wonderful methodology, which has been conceived by both Shaun and Umesh. The DQ Edge platform, which y'all have used, has been hosted on Xamplay, which has won the NASSCOM Design for India award. For the learning aspect, you've seen a beautiful co-learning aspect, how you can learn from each other. So this is an award-winning platform that you all have used. All right, and Umesh and Shaun are the founders of DQ Labs. Their area of research is in the area of learning design, which means if something needs to be taught, or if something needs to be learned, how do you teach it, right? So that's a area of research where Umesh and Shaun are co-founders there. And their research has been presented at the Singapore Learning Design and Technology Conference 2019. Right? So we have a lot of activities that we do, both free as well as paid. So if you do want students to explore design, or you've heard of exams like NATA, NID, NIFT, so you could always see how we could help students in that manner. All right. Yeah, and using Doodles, there's a lot of live projects that students get to do. They get paid internships, so there's a lot to speak about, but there's time for that. All right. We also do something with Dean's Academy called the Design Hackathon. We will also inform you about that at some point of time in the future. But the Design Hackathon is an inter-school design competition done along with Dean's Academy, Bangalore. It happens in August during their Folks Fiesta Student Festival, right? Okay, and these are some of the ranks that our students have got through architecture, for NATA, JEE Paper 2, Karnataka CET, and the NIFT exams and NID exams. We've got tremendously good results. We've got USEED exams we train people for, NID PG as well. All right. Yeah, that's about it. Y'all can follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Google. Umesh, do we end the session here?
Yeah, so any teachers would like to give some comments or share their thoughts, please feel free. I'll try to unmute everyone. Okay. Let me just figure out how to do that. Okay, I'm not able to do that. Okay, anybody would like to share their feedback, please mention in the chat window. I would like to share and I'll make you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Please tell
This
me.
is Geeta from Vijay Bharati Vidyalaya.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was really very useful session, sir. Like to know like what are the ways to attract children into learning, and also which helps them to understand the concepts clearly, and also they can hold that information longer.
Right.
So thank you so much, sir. It was very simple and very creative.
Thank you, Geeta madam. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I attended the quiz.
कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या हुआ है.
All right. What is the request? Yeah, Geeta ma'am, you had some requests, right? Okay, let me just find you. Is it our Geeta? Yeah.
Umesh,
Yes,
they
sir.
can unmute themselves.
Yeah, you can unmute yourselves. I think Geeta ma'am has a request to make. Yeah, please go ahead, Geeta ma'am.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor.
All right. Okay, so thank you for your comments, Geeta ma'am. Okay.
So those who want to comment.
Okay, Vimala Paul ma'am. Okay, so Dion, can you please unmute her? Okay, let's see again.
Good afternoon, sir. Are you able to hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are able to hear you, ma'am.
Okay. It was such a superb session, sir. You
All right.
covered almost all the subjects. Actually, we have attended seminars based on different subjects like individually, English,
Right.
math, so on. But you covered almost all the subjects. It was so interesting, sir.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much. Because this is a methodology that can be applied to any subject. You know,
Yes,
it
yes.
doesn't matter. Right. Yes,
It
ma'am.
included language, biology,
Yes.
maths, everything,
Yes.
sir. So superb, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Nagalakshmi, madam, you had raised your hand. Would you like to talk? Yeah, I think you can unmute, madam. Yeah, you can unmute. Dion?
Yeah, everyone can unmute themselves. All right.
Nagalakshmi, madam? Yeah. Yeah, please, yeah, you need to unmute.
Saki, you need to talk. I talk, finish.
So, so those who would like, if you think your other teachers could, if you think the other teachers could benefit from this, please feel free to share this YouTube link with all other teachers. It would be a pleasure to do more workshops like this, and please feel free to share this. All right. Yeah. Anyone can unmute and go ahead.
Hello, sir. I'm Harshita here.
Go ahead,
Yes,
madam.
Harshita, ma'am.
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful session, and it was very well depicted. And each one of the steps, how we have to teach the students, was very well connected. And definitely, I learned a lot. And definitely, I'm going to implement this in my teaching sessions. Thank you so much, sir.
Very nice, ma'am. So what I request, ma'am, when you implement it, you will have some outcomes, right? Please
Yes,
do
sir.
share the outcomes on LinkedIn group so
Sure,
that
sir.
other
Sure.
teachers can also learn from you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, please post it in the LinkedIn group so that we can address them when you're
Sure, sir.
implementing. All right.
Sure,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Nagalakshmi, madam, you can speak now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to mute everyone and then give you the option to unmute. Yeah, okay. Now you all can, whoever would like to speak can unmute.
Hello, sir. Sorry, from where do we get the certificates?
Hello, sir.
We shall be emailing them to you, madam. Once you finish filling the form, okay, we will generate the certificate and we'll be emailing the PDF to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, madam.
Sir, can you
Hello, sir.
I would like to say something.
Who is that, madam? Could you please?
Yeah, Alka Sharma. I'm here.
Yeah, Alka Sharma, ma'am. Please tell me, ma'am.
सर आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद देना चाहूंगी क्योंकि जो भी सेशन था बहुत अच्छा था और शायद आपने ऑलमोस्ट सभी सब्जेक्ट्स को उसमें कवर किया था.
हाँ मैम, थैंक यू सो मच मैडम.
सर बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद आपको और आपकी टीम को. थैंक यू सो मच सर.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Alka, madam. Madam, you are from which school, madam?
So National Hillview Public School.
Okay, okay, fantastic, madam.
Oh, thank you.
And please implement it and share your findings with us, madam.
Definitely, sir.
All right, madam.
Sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, Sunidhi, madam.
Hello, sir. We are from Danodia School. The session was very informative, sir. that too, especially biology, the concepts which were very difficult, we could analyze it through the demonstration, that through pictures and storyboard. It was very nice, sir. Thank you so much. And even grammar concepts also were explained very nicely, sir. Of course, maths. We from our school, Gnanodaya school, we would thank you for the informative session, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much. And we really want you to implement what you have learned today when you're teaching your own topics. And
definitely,
please,
sir. Definitely.
Please share your findings with us. Okay, madam?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Momita from Podar International School, Kilkere branch.
Yes, madam.
Sir, the workshop was very nice. We have enjoyed it, and also we have learned it how to implement in our classes. And one thing, so we have uploaded all the questions and all 3 questions. And last one, that is the quiz part. When we are doing it, that is it is showing like that sign in. So that problem we are facing it.
Okay. So maybe you just have to refresh your browser.
Okay.
Okay, then it will resign, or you can open that in a incognito window and re-log in.
Okay, sure.
There should be some browser issue because many teachers have answered it. They were able to access it. Okay, you just refresh the browser once, madam. Okay, and thank you so much for your appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Hello, sir. Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Pushpa, ma'am. Please tell me.
Actually, maybe Hindi अभी पढ़ा रही हूँ, तो I would like to talk in Hindi. तो मतलब ये तो सेशन तो बहुत ही अच्छा था सर, लेकिन मैं क्या चाहती हूँ कि मतलब सिर्फ अभी एक ही ऐसी सेशन में नहीं, मतलब हम लोगों को और भी
Yes, madam.
कर सकते हैं.
Yes, madam. So we are planning for more deep dive sessions, madam. Okay, like for example, you are a Hindi teacher, so how we'll take in those sessions, we'll take, for example, how we can teach a Hindi topic using Teach with Doodles. Okay, we'll be having more such sessions. Please follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube, and we'll also email you the workshop information and you can join them. Okay, Pushpa ma'am.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, who is this? Please identify yourself and you can.
Hello, I'm Kuku, sir. Hello,
Yes,
can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please tell me.
Hello, Umesh, sir. Yeah, I just wanted to share. It was a nice time actually, and some lighter moments that we used to have in the class. That is when we do some drawings. What happened is that we try to depict some other animal. Like I'm a biology teacher. I try to draw a tiger. It turns out to look like a cat, and then we have a lighter moments, and we also laugh on it.
Yes.
And that actually that reminds them, they remember the concept better actually.
Yes.
So many a time the children they have a hearty laugh when we try to draw some pictures.
Yes.
That's one thing when we do this. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. That's what I wanted to share. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you.
So much.
Sir, good afternoon.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ranjini, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranjini from Bangalore, sir.
Yes,
It was a wonderful section. I love it, just love it. And it's very useful. I'm a dance teacher. First, I thought how it will be helpful for me. Now I got some ideas like when we are choreographing the dance for the annual day and all, we will explain the children that how they have to enter, how they have to exit and the formation, everything. But in orally, if I explain them, they will not understand. Now I'm thinking like I can make a stick diagram or any symbol or something. I can draw it on the board like you have to enter like this. It's a formation. So you all come together and you can go in this way. So I can give a picture. Maybe this will be more helpful for them to understand the formations.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Very nice that you have figured something very interesting that you can apply, madam. Very appreciative of that.
When I was registered the workshop, I asked the person, like I'm a dance teacher, whether it's useful for me. The person said it's ideally for subject teacher, but you can try.
Right.
So it's a good. I joined the workshop. I enjoyed it, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rajni madam. Thank you so much. Right.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Rajni madam, I would like to add, I mean, it's amazing. It's really nice to hear from you that, you know, that it has helped you, and it's not just in your subject, it can even help you with small things when you do so many things in life, you know. It's a simple skill. Yes. And the way that you are connecting, that it will help you in your in the way dance formation, the way students come and go out. I think it's amazing. This is really valuable feedback for us. Thank you for letting us know.
Thank you, sir. I'm Ranjini, Delhi Public School, Whitefield, sir, dance teacher.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, Umesh, I think we
All right.
can.
Okay. So we would end the workshop now. All right. Before I end the workshop, I'm just sharing the final feedback form. Or as somebody were asking. So please fill in the feedback form so that we can share the certificate with all of you. All right. All right. So thank you all so much. So I'm going to end the session now. Okay. And please look forward for our future sessions, and please do join, and please tell to your teachers as well about these so that they can also get benefited. Thank you all.